Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, na schön. Geht her? What part? Yeah, I need to drink some coffee and some milk before I can even read my iPad again. Oh, because Hey, Flame Thompson, thanks so much for the sub, man. That's appreciated. And I just went into the pool and it sucked all my carbohydrates out of my body. The remaining carbohydrates. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yes. So, what card you change your stance on the most between the last 100 and this one? Either way better or way worse than previously believed. Ooh. I think not much changed, honestly. I mean, that's the beauty about analysis and about quantifying things in a correct, analytic, rational way. Yeah, that you do not need to change your opinion. That you do not need to change your opinion all the time. Once you evaluated certain things, unless something, yeah, no, like usually. What should, yeah, no, also not much will change from that point usually, yeah. Also, yeah, which speaks for the evaluation process. I think you can maybe micro adjust certain things, but it was more about also proof of concept. So basically executing those things we already knew. So kind of just becoming cleaner in the execution of things. That's also the beauty of analysis, right? So first you analyze things and then you execute them, and the execution will become better and better. While if you do not do it in that way, you will always be stuck at some garbage level. I mean, not garbage level, but you know, you will never reach real elevation because of the exact very same thing, right? So you play, and yeah, your intuitive system probably then it depends on how talented you are, you know. So like, hey, either you're talented, you're not talented, well, bad for you, or you're talented and you still will never reach world class, never ever. I mean, I guess you see that. Oh, okay. But in many examples in life, everywhere you look, yeah. Those are usually the people who elevate below world class and are always like, yeah, I'm the best, but they are not, you know, and it's obvious, right? So, but you're talking and asking about micro adjustments, right? So what kind of card did I maybe, yeah, I mean, I guess micro adjustment wise, I cannot tell you. There's really nothing much. No, really, not much changed. Really, it's like, what can I say? What Deadworm says, I remember a few years ago you valued Iron Wave very low as unpickable. You must mistake me with somebody else, because me personally, I didn't play this game a few years ago. Number one, I started like 1 year and 3 months ago, and the last time when I played it, when it like in the beta or even nearly alpha a little bit, I played basically mainly the silent, but I didn't play it a long time. I did only play it a few months back then. Did not even stream it that much. So You must mistake me for somebody else. As a matter of fact, it's rather exactly the opposite. When I started to play the Ironclad, people were trash talking the Iron Wave like crazy. And I basically picked it all the time and were telling people how good Iron Wave actually is. Being an attack, having versatility, being very good in Act 1 because you can block as well as attack, while not falling off later because you still keep the block, and synergizing with a lot of relics. So it's rather exactly the other way around. Yeah. Exactly the opposite. And I didn't change my opinion on the Iron Wave, regarding it as very strong. Or relatively strong, depending on, you know, things. That jerk James says he wondered about nudging Cleave up a tad more is about all I can think of. You mean that I think that I wanted to pick that a little bit more often, right? That's what you're talking about. While back in the days, I tried to kind of avoid picking it. But nowadays, I usually pick it if it's, yeah, also. I mean, not even over that much, right? But simply pick it. Yeah, probably a tad more often than you than earlier, right? That's probably. But not against other good cards. So other good cards usually get my. But I remember, like, sometimes I think I pick it more often than now, I think it's just about my opinion of the cube fight, you know. For me, it was probably I think nowadays I expect also. I mean, it's always in comparison with earlier, right? With like when I started to play the Ironclad, but I think one thing I feel nowadays is that the cube fight has to be respected. And I felt that way also earlier, but I think the cube fight needs to be respected more than even more than that, you know. I always respected the cube fight, but nowadays I probably respect the cube fight even more. And the cube fight is pretty much the main thing which would influence whether to pick a cleave or not. Not even that much the advanced enemies. There are some advanced enemies where I would really like to have a cleave, but those are usually not the reason for me to pick the cleave. For me, the reason to pick the cleave is the cube fight. Yeah, and that's the main thing. Truth to be told, I do not even know whether that's correct. Because Hexagos is also very... But yeah, I mean, I guess. It doesn't seem to me that we are going out of the Spire that often with too much life. So therefore... I mean, obviously, if the end boss is a clear... If it's a slime boss, cleave pick becomes much better. But, I mean, or a little bit. But, I think it's also about the Act 2 elites, where you would like to have a cleave and stuff like this, right? So, I don't know. It's just like that cleave gives you that little bit of AoE, which is kind of nice to have. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not even correct, you know, but I guess so. I guess it's correct. I mean, our win rate shows, right? Our win rate just shows. And it's also such a... I also don't believe that we are high rolling, by the way. Yeah. I mean, if I compare the data with all the data we have, then I would very much assume that we are actually not high rolling, because, naja, we played 200 games already with like 6, and not this without these games. We played 200 games with a 2-1, right? So that was like around 67%. And now I feel really, I mean, I feel so much stronger, you know. And not because we are winning all the time, and we are also losing, of course, games in between. But this is much better than I played before. And that was 67. So, yeah, 69 is where we belong. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, enough of the trolling. Let's do it. Did I already do that? Yeah, I did that. Okay. Oh, also, I think that remove, I valued remove beforehand as like around 100 gold, or like 80 gold or whatever, 80 to 100 gold or whatever, and that just came from the other characters. But I nowadays believe that the remove is actually quite worse, quite bad on the Ironclad. To an extent that it's like 60 gold or something, if you have an early remove. Later removes are strong again, but early remove, like this for example, I do not tend to value very highly any longer. Right? I mean, I see that it's a transform, but transform is kind of remove and then add a random card. And I do not like that too much anymore. I mean, I never liked it, but I like it even less. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I see a Hexaghost or what? Yeah, the Hexaghost. I don't even know what that's the Hexaghost, but yeah. So, do we see 4 elites? Yeah. With the Burning Elite at the very end. As a finisher, you know. Final Fantasy. Okay. Yeah, 4 elites if you're... Yo, and with in between also some fires. Some fires in between. Cool. But every time I tilt as fair as his Hexa. You know, Hexa is to be respected. Yeah. Hexa is a very worthy opponent. Very. Yeah, no fire before the first elite, but 3 monsters and the shop if you would like to do that. So we can either take the gold, go to the shop. It depends on whether the Pathfinder has no shops. No shop, 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 maybe shop. Yeah. So most likely 100 gold into shop seems to be correct. What else? We could take the rare colorless card. If the rare colorless card is a garbage card, we cry. And not only a little bit. We cry big time. Also 18 damage, we probably do not even get that back. Yeah. Honestly, if you do not take the 18 damage and I am at full HP when we reach this, I will be happy. We could, if you go to the shop, also definitely 3 monsters. I know what you're saying, this could also be Serpent, but I don't care. So definitely 3 monsters. And yeah, question mark into monster or monster into question mark. Usually, we might have full HP here, then we would definitely like to go to question mark into monster. So yeah, let's take this 100 gold and go to the shop. It's pretty good that we enable shopping. This also being 15 gold is not that bad. This could also be cleric, then it's also at that note. So there's that. Oh, my coffee is still, yeah. What is remove worse? Because Ironclad has access to a lot of exhaust synergy. Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, not only exhaust synergy, but also because usually you can. I mean, there's the card corruption, you know, and you exhaust garbage. So while corruption is better, the stronger you are, the more skills you have. I mean, yeah, the stronger you are. Yeah, as a corruption makes you so. But what I'm simply saying is you need these cards. That's also the reason why you cannot just pick up a corruption at the beginning of your run. Because that's why you cannot because you do not have the skills to exhaust. You know, it's really about the amount of skills, and removing these is pretty sad. Yeah. So. What? You feel so bad playing corruption builds? You can just not grasp the tech of exhaust card. What do you mean tech? You just play your skill for free. That's what I mean. No rocket science or I don't know. Yeah, Twin Strike is probably as good as Sword Boomerang. I mean, it's better because against the cubes you can pinpoint 10 instead of random 9. Against the knob, 10 is also better than 9. It turns out that 10 is just better than 9, yeah, okay. Also focused, targeted, and also enables you Perfect Strike. And Body Slam sucks, yo. Okay. So yeah, let's take this Twin Strike. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, oh yo. Yep. You fooled us once, Jawworm, by hitting us into our face for 12 damage. But you won't fool us twice! Take my sword for it. Yeah, the dropkick is a very, yeah, debatable thing. Something I would like to only take if I'm really desperate. We are not enough, like, we are not desperate enough. Then there's armament and power through. Armament is interesting, power through is interesting. Both are interesting. Power through is more interesting than armament against the Lagavulin. Power through, the earlier you pick it, the better you can build around it. I just say 5% on Medikit on power through makes it amazing. 5% on Brimstone also make power through pretty amazing, because then we have a very fast. We already have Twin Strike for Brimstone, and then we go with Brimstone, and Brimstone covers our power through because the boons don't matter. Yeah, I mean, that's more than already enough reasons. Power through is the first part of the power piece, yeah, of the evolve power through second wind. That's what you're referring to, right? And last but not least, against the Hexaghost, we would like to pick stuff like evolve anyways, and then power through helps. No? Yeah. Also second wind. With power through, we definitely pick any second wind we see. And against the Hexaghost, we would also like to pick second wind, you know, so yeah, doch. What is against the cubes? Against the cubes is a little bit debatable. But yeah, I mean, power through is still better than armaments against the cubes. Then the first upgrade is here, but I don't even want to upgrade armaments necessarily. I'd rather like to upgrade other stuff. I mean, we would upgrade armaments, but I mean, upgrading other stuff is also pretty cool, you know. So yeah. Yep. Against Nob, this can even block you. This cannot. Against Nob, this is even difficult to be deployed. Even upgraded. Even upgraded is difficult to be deployed. So yeah, let's take this pause through there. Damn, it's not enough for evolve and pellets. Oh my god. We are so close. That would have been such a good evolve pellet buy. Really? Now I'm thinking. What pretty good spot for evolve? Yeah, now I'm actually thinking. Buy evolve, buy anger, remove strike. That's currently the line I see now. I don't know. Buy potion if we have enough money as well. We can get evolved again, but never pellets. Yeah, okay. We can also just die against the Hexaghost, you know. So Evolve helps quite a tit to not die against Hexaghost. It's not almighty. Evolve is not almighty, but it might become almighty with the Angers in coordination. So I think if we have Evolve and the Anger against the Hexaghost, we are we proceeded a big step towards succession, towards succeeding this run. A big, huge step. Which is 126. Now, with 126, I would also definitely like to make a remove. So we are at 201. But then we cannot purchase a potion as well. Now, do we care? The way I see it is, against the Knob, we already picked an attack. And not only did we pick an attack, but we can even block the last turn of the fight if we cannot kill, even if with a power through. Even if we didn't kill with a power through. By buying Anger, we also increase the damage of our deck, which is also beneficial against the Knob. And against the cubes, the Anger will be of utmost importance. Because fast damage to kill one cube, and also Evolve will then be able to stabilize and also power through to block also 20 if you really need that. And then Evolve to completely out-stabilize after the first iteration for the second circulation. So no AoE is needed, because once we go through the first circulation and killed one cube, well, then we draw like 8, 9, 10 cards per turn, and we don't care at all any longer about not having AoE. Yeah, maybe one cube is alive, we don't care. Yeah. So against Lagavulin, Evolve, we get out of the deck. Can block with power through one of the hits, literally taking so much less damage, it's crazy, while duplicating, triplicating the Angers, dealing damage like crazy. So what I think is, this is obvious to me, because we have also power through, you know. So now suddenly the Evolve is very much a buy. I mean, I don't know, these are kind of obvious to me. And I think that the question was whether we would like to buy a potion instead, for example. Because potion, of course, would help any elite fight, but I cannot get myself to like the potion. It's also that Strike is by far not the best card in our deck any longer. Now, before it was a little bit different, but now we have the Twin Strike, we even have the Anger, and we have the power through to also block always. So I think this will also save us some life, removing that Strike there. So yeah, pretty much this. So question mark or monster. Now, Cleric is always a dead event. And if you go here, this could be Cleric. And that would be super sad, because I think we will be at 68 and Cleric for 7 life sucks. So if you go to the question mark first, we also might get stronger, and then this is better for us. What could make us stronger? All kind of events. All kind of events can make us stronger. Yeah, for example, this event. Yeah, for example, this event. Ooh la la, holy crap, really? Wow. Really? Holy shimoly. It's crazy, right? This is such a sick starting relic. Why? Because it's a potion profile. Yeah. Because it's linear block, which is amazing at the start. Because sometimes they block and then we can fully block, and then they don't split or crap away the plated. It's really, really good. Yeah. You know what's funny? We did not draw any block again. Why is it crazy? Do you know what's really crazy? If we wouldn't have the Anger, we would really take damage now. Like 10. What kind of garbage is that? We can kill this. Look, do you see do you see the absurdity of this here? Or am I the only one who thinks this is absurd? That we could have just taken 14 in a normal fight. Like, this is so crazy. Also 14 without the plated, I mean. Bring! Whoa, no potion, so that Shredder Needle is really important. The Shredder Needle will be... well, 10 life against the cubes. Will probably be, whatever, 7, 8 life against the knob, even 9 or whatever. Crazy. Against the Lagavulin, crazy. Also crazy. Crazy. Everywhere crazy. No, really. Okay. So. 10 Minimum. Nee, nicht 10 Minimum. Also if the fight goes shorter, if you don't get hit that often, then it's less than 10, but yeah. So. Entrench is garbage, Sentinel is garbage, is Iron Wave or nothing. Now if it's Iron Wave or nothing... Is Red and Needle amongst the relic you value the highest? No. So... yeah, what is with the iron? What is with the wave? Or are we feeling? Why do I not drink my coffee? I need that. Oh. Ah, this is good. That's so tasty. The smell is so good. And it is tasty as well. Okay, so let's see with the Iron Wave. Iron Wave, Anger. Yeah? It's close. Iron Wave is certainly better than Bash. Infinitely better than any strike. Infinitely better, better than Twin Strike. Okay, Wolf doesn't matter for a while. Power Through also doesn't mind if the deck is a little bit bigger, and of course infinitely better than these. And against the knob is infinitely better anyways as well. Okay. I mean, it makes us stronger, that's for sure. Yeah, nothing. What? I don't know. Let's wake it up, yeah? No. Next one we have Evolve, Power Through and Defend. Yeah, Evolve, Power Through, Defend. Yeah. And this time we have Bash, Anger, Strike. Yeah, why not, right? Yeah. That's pretty sick, yeah. Like... oh, we also didn't find any potions. Fortunately, we do not care. Boom! Evolve, 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 Evolve! Power Through. That's the might of Evolve. Power Through, man. 20? Oh, 24! Boom! Not a problem! Boom! Oh, the ground scatters! That is us! 11. Bam! 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 That is us. Oh, very good hand. Oh, very good hand. Boah, we powering through like the crazy super duper. Bam! Another anger. Zack, 22 in the block. Yeah, we just play hand, huh? And hope it's enough. Which it isn't. At least you get plated armor again. Plated, zack! Zack, what a great fight! What a great fight! Thanks for the potion. It's a bad one. Sad. Compass. What a great fight. Severus Soul. With the Evolve. If you already have Evolve, Severus Soul sounds extremely fishy. Which it is. Headbutt. Yeah, no thank you. We don't even have anything to headbutt, to be fair. Like, to be precise. It's really sad. Combust. Combust. Ooh, combust. Really? Why? Because it's our first AoE? Yeah, that could be an argument. One argument could also be the cubes, but against the cubes, we already have front load, evolve. Yeah. So I think the cubes are much or less of an argument. Then there are hallway fights. Are hallway fights an argument? There's only one. There's not really enough argument, I feel. So, what combust is an upgrade target? Yeah. Okay. I mean, Iron Wave is also an upgrade. What combust is an upgrade target? Huh? Oh yeah? Yeah, okay. Not really, right? I mean, you can upgrade combust. It's not like a predestined, predefined upgrade. So, Severus Soul could be good against Hexaghost though, right? Exhausting these burns, these filthy burns. Or are we... I mean, now we even have more life as well. Keep in mind that Thread and Needle is real life, yeah? So it's not only HP, Hexaghost hits bigger, but Thread and Needle is real Hexaghost life. Real 10 Hexaghost life. And Hexaghost life is pretty important. And then you have Evolve, where we can also power through. And with Evolve we draw a lot of cards, which is amazing. We also already removed the strike, and the other attack also deals damage. They also blocks as well. And then we have Angers, which should also help quite a lot with the damage deal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean... Where's the relic? What is the relic? Warpaint. Ah, that's why we haven't taken it. Okay. Power through... okay. I'm glad that we didn't pick the armament if I see this warpaint there. Okay, we can actually not pick a skill. So we might as well just click this first to see whether we receive the upgrade on the power through. So of course we received the upgrades on the double defense. Sadness. So what Sever should have spam power through with Evolve? What do you mean? Yeah, but we can do that anyways. Or what do you mean? Like, not. I mean, I know what you're saying. You mean we cannot get overwhelmed by wounds, right? But isn't Second Wind like so much better for that purpose? Like, in kind of a way, after Evolve, the wounds are not negative, usually. That's also kind of why I feel weird about Severus Soul, because honestly, we could even pick up Fire Breathing as is now. Because Fire Breathing, Evolve, powers through. Yeah, fire breathing, evolve powers through is dealing a lot of damage. In other fights as well. But against Hexaghost it's just a solve. Yeah. Which it's not if you only have evolve or if you only have the other thing. But with powers through and with powers through, fire breathing is certainly a solve against Hexa. And then second wind the same. So before I pick Sever's Soul, I would at least try to find something of the other pieces. Right? Yeah. I would think so. Yeah, so I would just proceed. I mean, with this, I'm also less concerned about the Hexaghost. Damage-wise, until he hits the big hit, I'm less concerned about the Hexaghost because we're off the Thread and Needle. And because of the Warpaint, the same, because if he attacks for 8 and we have a burn, we can actually block 8, you know? So that also makes me less concerned about the Hexaghost. Yeah, that's because we already upgraded 2, right? And then there are 3 enemies where we receive also a lot of additional relics, which could be good, but also a lot of additional cards, which could be good. And then also life total wise, you know. I mean, we just did this Lagavulin without losing a lot of life without using a potion. And now we have this against the cubes, also as against the knob. And last but not least, Combust is not even that good against Hexaghost, right? What about this Combust? I don't know. I feel it will be... it will probably wear off. But we already picked the Twin Strike and Anger, which does not exclude Strength builds, right? So... Strength builds also with or without Corruption. But Strength build. So Anger, Twin Strike, it's not much, but you know, it's more than usual, you know. What am I saying? Naya opens Rupture. Combust opens also Rupture as well. Skipping cards early is also weird. Combust is also very good against the cubes. Whereas I don't think we needed it against the cubes whatsoever. But it's also good. In our case it's good against the cubes. If that's worth something, I don't know. Yeah. But surely Combust ends up hurting us too much. Naja, I see Combust as basically an AoE card which deals around 10 damage AoE, usually. And for that you lose a little bit of life, but 10 damage AoE is also more than... yeah, more than Thunder. So... naja, because sometimes it ticks 1 time, sometimes it ticks 3 times. You know, something in this magnitude. And the life loss is sometimes also mitigated by, for example, if you find Tungsten Rod, then suddenly Combust is just, naja, if, in comparison with the Cleave, it's suddenly so much better. And if not, by the life loss again, if you find something like Combust, you can utilize that. Combust Rupture. No sustain. I wouldn't think about the Combust as a sustain. But also against the Hexaghost, I don't know, you know. I mean, Combust, and then we have it, we play it. And let's say we have Wiggle Room 10, and we use it to deal 70 damage. If I choose to go more discard, Severus is a choice. Ironclad doesn't have a discard archetype. What are you talking about? Okay. So... Combust damage isn't so significant against the Hexa. No, Combust is really good against Hexaghost, what? Also damage-wise is just great. You go Combust. Also against Hexaghost you use until turn 9. And you draw turn 1 and it does 8 times 7, 50 damage or something. You read my comment wrong? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You mean the life loss is not like usually your life loss is very significant. If you're going against a Hexer, okay, there are two missions against the Hexer Ghost. One mission is to kill him until turn 9, and the second mission is not to die until then. And both missions are difficult. The mission to deal with him until turn 9 means that you need to deal an average of 35 damage per turn, because he also receives block at some point. And that is not easy at all. And the second mission is to not die on the way towards it. And it's difficult because he will usually have a very big hit, and then you are sitting on 25 life minus the hits in between plus the burn. So I meant to say Combust deals a lot to the Ghost. Isn't so insignificant. Ah, okay. Isn't so insignificant. Aha. Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry. I'm on this freaking... I'm not eating carbohydrates still since 3 days. I am like... Ja. Schon ziemlich... Nee. Like... Nee. That was very easy to understand. That's... No. That's on the... That's to be blamed on the keto diet. I mean, keto diet, I don't even know. I know it is a keto diet, but I feel it's also quite natural to me, because you need proteins for your muscles, and then you need fats to dissolve vitamins, and fats are very essential. So I feel also it's very natural where to save the calories if you want to save calories, right? So for me, it's not even that I say, oh, carbohydrates, but it's just like, hey, I want to reduce my energy intake, and it feels very natural to me that if I want to reduce my energy intake, carbohydrates is where I start first. Yeah. Yeah, there is no such thing as an essential carbohydrate, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how we got to like talking into Combust again. I guess because it's our first AoE, kind of the same like with the cleave. And that means, okay, but against slavers yeah, against slavers is it so good? Not really. I mean, we have evolve against slavers as well. So even once we get through the first draw, we should usually not have that. I mean, no. I mean, it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. I guess the question is also how much do the two... Also, what is it? 2 HP life loss on average or whatever. 2.5, maybe 3. Okay, so what does this card read? Either deal 5 damage AoE and lose 1 life. Okay, that sucks. Or deal 10 damage AoE and lose 2 life. But it probably still sucks because in comparison to cleave, you receive the 10 damage delayed. So, or after 3 turns, deal 15 damage to all enemies and take 3. Now that is certainly better than cleave. But that also means that, well, yeah, that doesn't happen that often. Because usually if there's an AoE fight, even against a lot of gremlins, you would also sometimes like to kill one already. And if that is the case, you do not have the time to like wait out Combust or something like this. So the question is literally, this lose 1 HP, is it really valuable? And I wonder also about Rupture. Can we even take Rupture? Just because we have 1 Combust in the deck, you know? And the answer is just no, right? Because that would mean, as Rupture is break even once you have Combust online. But as long as you do not have Combust online, it's pretty much, yeah, complete trash, of course. Yeah, and what Hexabird burns proc Rupture as well. Yeah, I see. And so I don't know. Against the cubes, usually that's very good because then you do not take too much damage on your way of killing the second one and the third one. In our case, we just we draw so many cards that we draw so often like a blocking card. Or also draw damage quickly enough to usually deal enough damage. So I wouldn't like it that much there. So what's the point? I don't know. I mean, I see the benefits of it. Oh yeah, exactly, against the Hexaghost. Against the Hexaghost, but we have Anger against Hexaghost, right? So I guess the question is, do we deal 35 damage per turn against Hexaghost? Do we? Currently not, but probably. I mean, we draw a lot of attacks, so. We will upgrade the Bash. Yeah, and then we do it with Angers. Yeah. That's the idea. Yeah. I wouldn't take it. I don't know. Life total is high. We do not have... I do not have the feeling that we will suffer too much against elites. The reasons are manifold, but main reasons are because we have Thread the Needle and Iron Wave against Knob. We can even block the Knob partly. Anger helps. The energy we do not spend into attacks into Knob, we can also spend into block partly. So there is that. We even have Colorless Potion against the Knob turn 1. If you wanted, we will also have both potions against Hexaghost as well. So we found 1 potion in 4 fights. That basically means we have potion drop 60%, which is also very high. So we can easily use a colorless here. And yeah, I don't even know whether we will take war. I don't think so. I think it's not good as a... I don't think it's good to take it as a late game card. Late game, it does not only a little bit fall off, it falls off completely. Let's not take it. So, what is an upgrade you would like to see? Bash, you say? Yeah, Bash is good against Knob. But not so good against the cubes. Yeah, but then we don't have any more upgrades. Yeah, let's upgrade the Bash, it's fine. Bash into Hexa? Yeah, before Hexa, yeah. But now we upgraded like garbage, you know. Now we upgraded the Bash. Yeah, but yeah, sure. I mean, we can live with that. So, power through or defend? Yeah, also I think we already have enough garbage, so probably defend. Oh yeah. We take a card we want to upgrade between now and then. We have actually 2 fires, but yeah, maybe we will find 2 cards to do that. I would play this over this. Colorless Potion? Oh, Needle is full block anyways. Yeah, never mind. You're right. So, do we want that potion or not? Probably not. Because we would like to have the potion against the Knob. Yeah. And if we do not find a potion, we don't use it against Lagavulin, but if we find a potion, we can also use a potion here. Yeah. Currently we have full block, this is 32. What? Power through it instead of what? When is dominated. We definitely do not power through this. Ja, also. What? Pushing the damage? Pushing what? Which damage? Eh? What? Push it in? This one? Instead of what? Instead of bash? No, what do you mean instead of bash? Instead of this? No, I don't get it. 32. 32. I mean, we could use a colorless potion. It's not like that. But as I said, I don't know. I wouldn't know why. And if I would use a colorless potion, 9. I would use a colorless potion. I don't even know. What colorless this turn is no better than next turn? No, that's wrong. Colorless potions are a lot of powers. And colorless potion is also, if it shuffles 3 skills, 3 attacks, there are some which are good. What from Brother says, my first instinct was potion use, but I can't explain it either. Oh, no worries, I can explain it to you why you wanted to use that potion. Yeah, because it's there. But I don't need an explanation for that. Yeah, my chat wants to use a potion. That's like my first instinct. Yeah, your first instinct is always to use a potion, guys. I mean, well, first instinct. I've never heard, hey, Lifecoach, my first instinct was not to use that potion. You know, I've never heard that. But I always hear like, yo, use a potion. Should you use a potion? Should you use the potion? I've never heard like, oh, probably you should save the potion. Yeah, this is like something I heard very rarely, very rarely. So, what is about that potion? Yeah, the question is how good we are against the knob, straight up. And currently I do not see us being that great against the knob. Why are we... I mean, we are not bad against the knob. It depends on the draw, and then it depends on what we receive. But yeah, I would like to have that against the knob. And here... yeah, we are probably pretty fine, unless... Well, I mean, usually not unless. We probably play this and take 8. Or we play this and take 11. But we can also play this, and also we also don't take that much. We set up Evolve, then we ditch down, well, yeah, let's play that potionless. We probably won't even use up the all depleted. That's a bad draw. Yeah, I mean, but no, I still think we should not use a potion. I really feel that against the knob, the potion is so much more important. So much more important. It's like not a little bit, you know, it's like... Yeah, infinitely more important. I mean, we take 11 and then that's probably usually also the end of this. Evolve is must, is clear. Yeah, block, also this is still full block, which is fascinating. Then... Yeah, full block twin strike is probably... I don't even mind the Evolve these days, right? Too much, so... I played defend on... I could have played Iron Wave, right? I played defend, I could have played Iron Wave to kill that. And why I didn't kill that was because I was thinking, okay, the daisies don't matter. Or what? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That was basically the explanation. And I would have also lost the plated. So I not only would have we taken 3, but we would have also lost the plated. So there's that. Not a single defend. Oh yeah, we have Iron Wave, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. So 10, 15. We could probably calculate that. So there's like 24, 34. So we do not kill next turn. I wasted the damage. Yeah. True that. It's true. I'm feeling bad myself. So the next 2 turns, not that it matters. Yeah, probably won't matter too much. I didn't know which one to attack. I don't know. I think I didn't care too much because I feel above the curve, like a lot. But now suddenly 22. This 12. Oh yeah. It's a little bit sad now, but yeah. Ah, okay, that's fine. We could take 1 if we wanted, or we could take none. Interesting. Let's take none, I guess. Now Twin Strike kills this next turn, but it's always solved. Oh, is it? I don't know. We could. Okay, yeah, if I draw the block now, I just block now and attack this guy. This is what you say, or what? Because, I mean, what means solved? Also, if we... No. We could very well just draw a very garbage hand. Or we could also very well draw a lot of attacks. So, but yeah. Like this. If, I mean, now we of course block in, but if this hand, this one, yeah, I mean, sometimes we still take damage, yeah. Not very often, but sometimes we do. Extremely good fight. Bottle Tornado. Great. Let's hope that this is a very powerful power waiting for us. Yeah, we can upgrade Brutality, guys. Yeah, I'm not shitting you. No, seriously. That's still better than starting to, like, start a fight with Evolve, right? Yeah. Bottle Evolve can open up a ton, though. What? Evolve? No, it cannot open up. It's garbage. What does it open up? Everything goes in the discard pile. So you want to have the Evolve being drawn at some point. At any point, because everything goes into the freaking discard pile. You do not want to have Evolve in your starting hand. No way. The enemies are also shuffling the garbage into your discard. Besides the Spire, Shield, Spire, Spear, and the Heart, and that's about it. You know? And that's at the end of the run. Currently we are at the beginning of the run. And do not come in with Wild Strike. So... Relic is not really free. It is free in a way that currently I would have probably not even taken it. I would have probably not even taken this garbage. Yeah, so it's free in that regard. Free, you know. Yeah, if that would have been a corruption or a barricade, not a barricade, a corruption. Yeah, then that would have been probably better. But yeah, okay. So. Yeah, basically what Paparato says, Bottled Evolve opens up exactly Mark of Pain and not much else. And it would usually go into this direction, that you pick Mark of Pain first. I mean, rather the other way around, right? That you pick Mark of Pain first, and then you get the Bottled Evolve, not vice versa. Because you never Bottle Evolve, basically. No. Yeah, this chest contains a lot of gold, guys. And an Eternal Feather. Interesting. We could open this, bash, attack. Or we could just anger. Just anger. Wait for Evolve. I mean, we have the powers for in the next two. We also have the block in the next two. We should probably just open. Oh. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, no colorless potion. We could use the plated. Yeah. Evolve powers for Iron Wave. Oh, sick. Okay, that's sick. Bad. We will have a lot of life going into the Hexaghost fight. You think we should potion up? No, right. 40% potion. I don't think so. What Paparado says power through is crazy. Why does it block 15 for 1 energy? Paparado, you should not ask, like, people were like wondering whether we should take this. Because I don't know why, but using plated is better than discarding it after the fight. Yeah, sure. But you're saying we probably don't kill. So yeah, okay. Let's use the plated. Fine. Boom! Plated 7! This is what is it? Ja, Stills, also Also Bash, also that is vulnerable, yeah. So 8 plus 12, 20. Oh. What this plate is for about 4 HP, you think? What do you mean for about? It blocks it 4 immediately, and now maybe it blocks another 4. So it's probably more than 4, but okay. So yeah, 6 block, 12 block makes 19 block. That does sound Papa like a plan, like a good plan. So boom, plated again. Anvils of evil. Shackles of death. Giria. Yeah, talking about the strength deck we had in mind. Woo, second wind. Woo. Second wind power through. Woo. Second wind power through evolve. Second wind against the Hexaghost. Second wind against the Hexaghost. Whoa. Yeah, let's not use a potion. Let's use all the 3 energy and then garbage him. Boom! Boom! And we already have the evolve online. Yeah, cool. Let's do this. Oh. That's quite early for the full combo. That's pretty good, yeah. That's true. And chuck. And chuck. Bring. Whoa, no potion again. Dorina says, Giria, Lifecoach is about to join the lift buffer. Seriously? Like, I mean, seriously? Okay, so we go strength direction. So maybe, yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, so, we see evolve, second wind, and power through. So I'm a little bit hesitant about the shrug it off, but we should probably just take it. Not only is it good tier, but it also gives us sustain over the run. I don't know. And it's not bad, the shrug it off is not bad, right? I don't know. I feel that picking shrug it off is a very pattern play. What also good without an upgrade? Yeah, it's also good without an upgrade. Why do I feel the Shruggadov is a pattern play? Well, I believe it's a pattern play because we also already have the blocking wall here, you know. Naja, we go pause through evolve, then we go second wind. But that being said, we can also Shruggadov second winds. So, it's probably just positive. Yeah. It's it's basically the best block as well and such. What is that? What? Bring the quell of life, the well of the fortune of life. Into the fortune we already rested without resting. Instead we boom, lift. Wow, muscles of steel. Metallicized knob. Yeah, we have brutality against the knob, also so strong. Yeah, no potion use, of course. Yeah. Absolutely no potion use here. There's something we do because we always usually do it. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Four plated versus four plated. Yeah, but it's not a fair fight. So much I can tell you as well. Bash and I'm vulnerable for 3. Second wind is nonsense, right? Second wind would be nice next turn. Yeah. True. This saves 8. For that we take 4 next turn. We could consider that 66. How much do we deal? Twin Strike is 18. Anger is 10. So 28. Can we play everything? Nearly. We can at least play these. So, let's say that 30 plus, let's say 48. 48 already. And if we draw it splitted, it's more than 48. Then it's already 48 is for, like, it's what is metallicized. We only have this, but here's this. So, what it saves 4 and plated, not 8, what? What saves 4? This one. Yeah, that saves 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, what? Oh, this saves 4. Over there. And the plated. Yeah. I said 8. Yeah, it saves 8 now and we take 4 more next turn. But what you're saying is we do not take 4 more, we take 3 more. That's what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. We can save 8 and we take 3 more next turn. Yeah. So it saves 5. But only if you kill the turn after the next turn. Oh. And then we take 3 more again. So it's just always positive. We also do not redraw this garbage. No. How does it save 8 this turn? Oh, 4! Ah, okay, we have plated. Ah, okay, guys. Hey, ho, ho, ho. Ja, ja, klar, ja, ja, aha, aha. Ja, okay. Cool. Cool stereo. Alright. Keto brain. Hey, I'm telling you, really. I don't know. Like it's really like my brain doesn't want to focus that hard as usual. Like I don't know. Okay. This is blocking more, but only if. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. Yeah, wait, but we can also duplicate angers if we do this. Then the angers will be in our deck. It's also pretty good. And maybe power through second wind overblocks. Let's shrug at this. Let's shrug this. Yeah. So it's a 38? Well, that's pretty good, because this guy had a 37. So if this guy is 37 and we have 38 damage in the hand, and we need to be sure that we also last vulnerable as well. It's so beautiful. Could have we blocked in? We could have even blocked in, guys. Nearly, but yeah. Good thing we drew one more. No, we would have just dealt the 10 damage beforehand with a strike then. But we drew, yeah. Ornithopter. Yeah, if this Ornithopter would also come with this 80% potion drop, it would be considerably better. Oh, we wouldn't have drawn the Twin Strike. Okay, I see. What? We are swimming in gold as well. Yeah, we are also swimming in green keys. Oh, Fiendfire. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. That's also good. Whoa, Fiendfire Giria. Oh, what? Fiendfire Pause. What? Fiendfire Pause Revolve. Fiendfire Pause Revolve, guys. What? Fiendfire Brutality. Fiendfire Giria. Fiendfire Brutality bottled. Fiendfire. Let's go. Bomb plated up. Plated bracers. This 18 is kill, yeah? Bomb! Potion, finally! Now we can use a potion in the Hexagos fight because we have 70% in the Hexagos fight as well. So we can easily also use a potion there, not a problem. No problemo. Okay. Anger falls off for sure. The second one, certainly. Warcry is not good, second wind is. Second wind? You want that? No, we already have Fiendfire and now the second wind? Weird, right? Weird. Pick heal 3. Do we want it? 9 life now? No problemo, 44. This fight was 90% drop. I don't know, I haven't took count, but we will use a potion anyways, right? Because we have 70% potion drop and these 2 potions suck. But this sucks less if you're being used turn 1. So we probably should use a... Oh, but if you use turn 1... Okay, that's weird. So probably turn 2. Seems like skip, yeah? We could use pick the second wind. But it's just not good, right? Second wind. Second winds and Fiendfire is not good, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa! Bomb! Giryard up! Fight! What? Okay. Evolve, brutality, attack, anger. I like colorless potion because we have such a high potion drop. We have such a high potion drop, we should just use it. Number 1, if we find a new potion, I will probably replace that potion anyways. Number 2, the colorless potion is much better in a longer fight than in a shorter fight because of all the powers. Yeah. I mean... Number 3, we even gain life into next act. Probably preserving 10 life, 12 life. Gaining 3 life into more, like 3 life more into the next act. Yeah, I mean, what more to say, right? Oh, wow, okay, alles klar, it's obvious what we do. We gain 20 gold in this fight. So, what to do? Yeah, what should be done? Power through has to be played because it's so sick here. Then we have 19 block. And we can choose to bash. I would bash. Whoa! Bam! 12 and vulnerable and hand of lethal. 9. The thing is, the only thing which can now only harm us is oh, we should probably just do that. Maybe just do it later. The only thing which can harm us is we can just do it later with the burns. Okay, we can also do it with second wind. Now, yeah, what I'm saying is the only thing is like the next attack or whatever. I don't know. I guess it's whatever. Oh, we even have 2 strengths, right? Oh, it's so crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's do this, and field fire later, or what? Yeah. Yeah, Hand of Greed and some, huh? I mean, second wind is cool, right? Let's bash this, anger, and block. Well, that's finally a Hexaghost fight, which is like relatively chill, right? So that's pretty cool. We can shuffle. We could shuffle with angers or without angers. Probably with angers. Angers are pretty good. We could also with Iron Wave. Yeah, we shuffled without power through though. Not that it matters. And here you see how sick Hexaghost fights are. First of all, we prioritize damage. And despite prioritizing damage, you see this crap. It's still not dead. As a matter of fact, it's actually very well alive. Number 2, we said, even despite probably easily winning this fight, we use the potion anyways. We use the potion and it's still very well alive. More than that. We use angers like crazy with a lot of damage and vulnerable. And it's still very well alive. You know, like what the hell? Okay, so here, this. Second wind. To burns gone. Or did you already have lethal? Oh my god, hopefully we didn't already have lethal. We did. Okay, that's good. But it was close. 33, 45. You even high rolled the potion? Oh, I don't know what I high rolled the potion. But yeah. Now we can put the amount of angers we want. Let's use all 3. I have not that much interest in getting garbaged. It really is a big attack, guys. Okay. I mean, obviously it's a big attack. It always attacks big here. But I mean, that it really went to the big attack. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So now we can use 21 life, also 5 life into next act for 20 gold. We didn't gain the gold. Yeah, guys, do not remind me, please. I know, but hey, I mean, what can I... Okay, at least see, look at this potion, right? You didn't... Oh, we even had Gyria strength. I mean, that was kind of... We drank this potion and we drank a strength potion. We even had Gyria strength. What the hell? Okay, we didn't use Fiendfire. But what the hell? Can it be that our deck doesn't even have that much damage, right? We didn't pick that much damage. Okay. So... we also blocked more than usual. Yeah. Not really, no. We didn't really... I mean, yeah, we blocked more than usual, but not more energy than usual. I mean, I took care that I didn't overblock too much, but yeah. No, we cannot even guarantee Hand of Greed. Let's just kill this dude. We would have there a Reaper. The problem is the amount of sustain. Eternal Feather is like crazy amount of sustain. Per rest site is like 12. And if we have Giria and Feather, we can even prioritize rest sites. Because we want to have access to the 3rd strength. And also to an upgrade, to a free upgrade and stuff like this. And this is like 12 HP, so it's basically like doubling the rest sites, but only if you're lost life. And so crazy sustain. 36 in the next actor. A crazy amount of sustain. Tornithopter, of course, is also crazy. Did you not find a potion? Tornithopter is a lot of sustain. A lot of sustain. No, it's not even that much sustain. Forget about it. It's sustain. So this and this would be normal sustain, but the feather elevates the sustain to a lot. Especially because I feel strong. And if you feel strong, well, sustain becomes even less important. I'm talking about the Reaper here. But that being said, the demon form is also weird, right? Because demon form with the Giria on 3, I mean, any limit break is better than the demon form. Truth to be told. And yeah, basically what Fnatic says, Reaper is still the best option here. And Reaper with strength gives us even more sustain, which is also very strong. Also exhaust into nowhere, which is great for us. So, and we still have Fiendfire. Yeah, let's take the Reaper. Oh, you don't want the demon form, right? Why don't you want the demon form? Because the Reaper is better, yeah. Fiendfire, what does it deal? In the best case, it deals 9 times 30, 9 times 19 with vulnerable, right? Against the Knight. I'm talking about the Knight. Against the Knight, we can just set up this Fiendfire, right? Which deals 9 times 19. We cannot time it that well, but probably 9 times 15. 135, and then kill it from there. Oh. Because the limit break is better than the demon form. It's true, right? Oh. Fusion Hammer. Fusion Hammer Giria. Yeah, man, yeah. I don't need to think about that too much. Truth to be told. Ja. Überhaupt nicht. No thinking. Oh, Knight. Actually, it is the Knight. Okay. So we can take elites. As many as we want. No problem. If only we upgraded the Fiendfire. Ja. Ja. Okay. That is pretty true. What our only other option was skip. What do you mean skip? You mean the tiny house? No, like Flomaging's point is we should have upgraded the Fiendfire. And at the end of Act 2. And not because of the Fusion Hammer, but simply because it was the better call at that point. Also considering the Fusion Hammer, but also generally speaking. Because 1 strength gives the Fiendfire 1 strength and our rest of the deck 1 strength. But upgrading the Fiendfire gives the Fiendfire 3 strength. And given that Fiendfire is our main source of damage, it was definitely a correct call to upgrade the Fiendfire over lifting. Which I didn't do, which was a bad play. And now we get especially punished for it. Because we can exactly 1 time dodge the Fusion Hammer with lifting. And afterwards, that's it. Then we can take 1 time the key, and that's it. So we even need to dodge the rest sides or whatever. Because, yeah, that's pretty bad, to be, like, truth to be told. Yeah. I mean, now, of course, specifically with having picked up this. But also generally speaking. Yeah. So we would like to maximize elites anyways. And if you can do that without also visiting too many campfires, that would be cool. So we can take 3 elites. And I mean, we are not like very late game, which basically means it was actually quite important, truth to be told. But yeah, whetstone. Yeah, we can still gain the whetstone, especially if you remove some of these strikes. We can still receive a pinpoint upgrade from some event. But even then, you know, you still miss an opportunity to do something else on rest sites. Yeah. So yeah, Fusion Hammer is specifically also better with the Giria, because now at least we can also dodge 1 time. We can basically dodge 1 time into the Giria, and another time we can take the key, but that's about it. So, what just live 1 more time and it's kind of the same? No, like logic doesn't work that way. Okay, so yeah. It seems that 3 elites is only possible. I mean, what kind of 3 elites? This is better because of double too late question marks. If you want to take the too late question marks. The problem is that it also comes with a fire. Yeah. Fires are really bad now. Holy crap. I mean, they are not that bad because of the feather, but I guess minimizing fires would be either... Yeah, we should probably dodge this shop. No, 040 gold. We are not dodging that shop. I mean, we could dodge the shop, but then there's a shop here. So I feel correct is to take monster, 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 question mark, fire, Giria up, also full heal or a lot of heal, Giria up, go into elite fight. Elite, monster, elite, monster, or on the right, but the right gives us another fire, which is weird, but could be an option. We should not need that at all, because we are very strong. Is it even true that we are very strong? Let's take a look. This is sustain, also we don't take less damage because of that. We start with the brutality in the hand, that's probably whatever. Giri has a lot of strength, which is great. Force energy we have as well. Fiendfire is very nice front load. And we also have, yeah, I mean, very nice blocking game. So, yeah. You only got 3, turning on the far left. What do you mean? Only 3 leads? What do you mean only 3? I thought 3 is max anyways. Or where do you see 4? No. Nowhere. Okay. So, what is the bad thing about late monsters? That question marks are better. What do you want with the monsters? One path I suggest that only 2. Okay. So there's this fire, and the fire is useless. That's a problem, and that will buy us these 2. But yeah, and if we do that, we can go. We can probably just go to the shop first. Yeah. I do this. I can take the early question marks. Yeah, but maybe we don't want to take the early question marks. I mean, Reacher Dagger cannot not be upgraded, but we could do this, and then we go to the shop. Buy ourselves something nice, and then go either here, probably go here. Then go here. Here, then we cannot do this. Oh, generally we cannot do that. Yeah, it only has 2 elites. Yeah, never mind. So, this, and then late shop. Yeah, let's do that. The other one would be going at the shop with 350. Yeah, we spend our gold, it's nonsense, right? We spend our gold, we do not collect enough, we go to the shop, is weird. I don't know. I don't know. Probably, yeah. What is with this shop here? I have my hard time wrapping my mind around that shop. In what way? If you get something like a golden dings, it's also good. This gold. Yeah, 350 into shop is usually beneficial, that's why. But again, if you spend our gold, we could also skip spending the gold. But it's like 50, 80, 100, and then the shop, I mean, that's just so sad, you know? Two shops should be fine if you gain gold from events, but you do not gain gold from events, that's a problem. Later monsters are stronger than the first three. Yeah, then the first two in Act 2. In Act 2 it's the first two, and in Act 3 it's also the first two. Oh, money loots senses a man wearing ridiculous clothing. You mean the beggar or what? Or which one? No, is it the one? I don't know. But Reacher Dagger is there. I mean, it's not like this, right? Upgrade all base is also very nice. The bites are not Designer Inspire. Okay, yeah, Designer Inspire. That's... Yeah, Golden Idol is not that bad because Golden Idol, we don't care. We have so much life, but... How many fires elites are there if you deviate after the shop and go right? No, we go right, but you mean here, right? Or what? I really don't want to go to that shop with too little gold. But you're saying... No. To defense already upgraded, we want to remove strikes. Also, you're saying you would not upgrade? Probably not, right? You would remove... Ah, really? I don't know. Interesting. It's not a premium event for us, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but Book and So is also premium. There are some really good ones. And I see the monster fight, okay, it gives us a potion, sure. We do not really lose life, so monster fight, but the potion is not relevant. So it's gold and is what, 15 gold, yeah. 15 gold and some garbage. What is the garbage? Yeah, brutality was not needed here, but we can probably just do it anyways. 15 gold and what is that? Okay. 15 gold. Yeah, and the card choice. I don't know about the card choice. How much we really still benefit from card choices. Das 5 mal. Das ist was. Ja, 24. Could strike something else first. Ah, we also want to get rid of that crap. Yeah, we got that too, right? Yeah, I mean, let's use it. Why not? Knowing Skull event before the shop would be enough to consider 2 shops? Yeah! Knowing Skull would be amazing. That's what I mean. That's like, we mentioned that. Yeah. Knowing Skull would be very good. Also, any other life loss event would be also very good. Heavy Blade starts with 3 strength. But still not good enough, or what? Where are our potions? That's okay that we do not find a potion. We are still very much alive. Upgrade would be great. Upgrade, yeah, upgrade, I would have step called it. But I mean, this is not a wishing concerto here. I mean, at least not to that extent. So, yeah. Seeing red, what is about seeing red? Seeing red is a decent pick, usually. Because if you get Dark Embrace, it becomes more than decent. Feel No Pain also elevates it. We would pick Feel No Pain, and then Feel No Pain elevates it. 6 cards per turn elevates it a little bit as well. But then again, we have also stuff like Fiendfire, and there we, yeah, I mean, in a Fiendfire hand we cannot use it, but I don't know. So, but we also already have 4 energy, but turn 1 is really bad right now, that is true. So, the Heavy Blade. We are looking for removing strikes. Yeah, we still have barricade option, but really, I mean, we go into strength direction, but you're saying even going into strength direction, Heavy Blade is just not good enough, or what? What turn 1 it's really bad. Yeah, what? No, sorry. So we skip until we see better, yeah? Hackers Gouge we're offering on sale. We could consider. What Apotheosis PogChamp? What? Pog? Epo? What? Really? Is it a Pog, yeah? It's not bad. Also, the hourglass is not. Oh my god, hey. We are forced into 2 more shops, is that right? Do we see anything which is premium here? We do see an offering on sale, if you would like to take that. I could relate that offering on sale is... I don't even know. Probably just skip the shop. Offering is nice with the Fiendfire at least. How nice? I guess it's also okay with the Rebirth somewhat, but... Naja. I do not regard the offering very highly usually. But others do. I mean, that's others do. But you're telling me always of like people who do. So I don't know. And this apotheosis, you're saying because we cannot. I mean, upgrade. I mean, the thing is, you upgrade also in different means, right? You get like an armament, and this is upgrade, and you take it, or you see an upgrade card and you take it. So brimstone not a consideration, no. Or is it? I don't know. No. You want to have it for Act 1 and stuff, yeah? I don't know. Why do you want to pick Brimstone now? Now that you already succeeded through Act 1? No reason, right? Yeah. Yeah, Brimstone doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah, absolutely. Brimstone is usually so good because you can use it to bridge Act 1, right? I mean, that's usually the function of Brimstone. Currently, I'm actually having rather like late game concerns, not early game concerns. Brimstone is basically early game, yeah? Yeah. I don't see the Brimstone that much. But yeah, well, Hourglass is too costly. Yeah. But the one is why is offering good for Fiendfire? It's not. It's not that great for Fiendfire. It's just that offering is offering, so we can use it to utilize it to lose less life. I mean, you're always telling me how sick offering is. I mean, so yeah, let's take a look at the card. The card actually gives you 2 extra, as it exhausts. Exhaust is usually not a downside on the Ironclad, but very often is also not like, you know, a lot of things are blocking card play. So, ping from the heart, time eater, whatever. So, but exhaust is also beneficial sometimes, okay. So that evens it off, so it basically gives you 2 energy and 2 cards. So whenever you draw it, we receive 2 energy and 2 card draw and 2 energy. And for that, we lose 6 life. So I have something which reads 2 energy and 2 cards. What value would that have? Probably like 60 per fight. So that we lose 6 HP. Which was 36. No, I think it's okay. We can probably buy it. I think we can probably buy it. And, yeah. And now you're saying apotheosis. Apotheosis sucks simply, right? We remove all the cards and then we don't need Apo. I don't know about Apo. So, find some potions. Yeah, okay. I don't even know about Cultist. House Cultist? This is enough to buy any uncommon relic, and that's important. It's not that important to buy the rare relics, I feel. Cultist potion. It would be something against the knight, but yeah, okay. So you want to have it, yeah? Over the skill. I don't know. Very nice against Debbie Book. Really? I think it's just that potion that we will use, right? Hey, purple hates in my brain. Thanks so much for the sub, man. Against the knight we have this for 15 times 9, 135. And then we should kill also throughout. We also can keep this. We also have brutality. We can also use this or another potion. I don't feel the Cultist is so strong. It's half an inflame. It's not good, right? No. What are we looking for? No, what are we looking for? Offering. 17, 21. 21 is none or what? Bash is also garbage. I could have used skill potion, but I don't think so. Yeah, Pommel Strike comes upgraded. Let's take that, please. We could buy an offering, but offer and demand, he just increased the prices. Yeah, insect and save the gold for the last shop. Yeah. Abacus is not, yeah, you say? Nee. Nee. Okay, ja gut. And you say insect is strong enough? Yeah, should be. You go here, Giria. So here. Okay. And we also have to go to the shop or what? Because this misses an elite or what? Hey, I'm feeling so ambushed, guys. Yeah, but there's also a chest, so we can probably just justify that, yeah. And there's also a fire, which is super bad. Yeah, what, you would go left because of the feather? Yeah, true. Yeah, okay. We can also get a relic, which lets us do stuff there, right? Okay. Oh. Boom! A lot of damage. Boom! Fire potion catch. Boom! Fire potion catch. Boom! Offering. Let's go. Pommel Strike. Shrug it off first. Because bash. Pommel Strike. Evolve is better than Fiendfire. Iron Wave Fiendfire. Brutality not needed. Fiendfire dealing 45. Fiendfire! Oh, what did I do? Oh, whatever. It's only 5. What chest and 2 leads is quite a bit of gold. No, not necessarily. It depends. Let's use a potion here. Okay. Why did I play it in this order? Damn. I suck. Why do I do that? Okay. It's pretty bad. Okay. We heal. No worries, guys. We heal. Smooth stone, yeah, whatever. Oh my god. Kettle play, ja, oh no kidding. Was ist jetzt hier los? Der Stone, der Stein der Weisen, ja. Ja, die Weisen sind aber nicht besonders gut, ja, was weiß ich, ey, die scheiß Weisen. What the stone of the... What? Oh, shockwave, you say? What? That potion was thrown out of the window? Why? It's 5 heal or whatever. And we might also find the potion, and if we find a new potion, I always replace the potion. Oh. We had full heal with the feather anyways, you say? Okay. Even with the 5 heal? Even without the 5 heal? I'm not so sure. I don't know. Boomerang is good attack, is it? No, not yet. Shockwave is good, or? Shockwave is good. Shockwave bash, first weak source, Shockwave is good anyways. Also a lot of energy, Shockwave is good. Oh, Shockwave is good, right? Shockwave corruption anyways. Yeah. But you have strength. Yeah, not that much strength. Hey, here, 72. Yeah, now we have strength here. Now we lift again, then we have strength. What was Havoc even correct? No. The thing is that early game is not a problem currently. Early game we are completely squeezing through. It's like all is about late game here. And I'm growing tense about the late game a little bit here. Because the late game, the early game we have strengths, okay? Okay. Thread and Needle, early game, no late game. Warpaint, early game, it doesn't matter. Bottle Tornado on the Evolve, no, on the Brutality, okay, whatever. Feather, early game, no late game. Giria, early game, not really late game. Toynithopter, early game, no late game. Fusion Hammer, whatever. Preserved Insect, early game, no late game. Smooth Stone, whatever. Yeah, so that's where we are currently at. Yeah, kind of. Okay, Reaper, give me that. Full HP. Give me the full HP. So, yeah, full heal and also the other thing. Whoosh. Okay. Yeah, here's a potion back. No harm done. Anger, Garbage, Heavy Blade, Carnage. What, you want Fire Breathing? Really? Yeah, Fire Breathing upgraded we could take. The other one, what? Not yet the Heavy Blade, right? We don't have enough indication that... Flumagic says no side quest is so sad in such an over-the-curve deck. Yeah, it's true. Kunai. Or we could have used Explo Potion. Was it ever Kunai key over Kunai? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. You think so? You think that would have been clever? I wasn't sure. We could use an... Yeah, let's use the Expo Potion. I mean, I don't know. I mean... I'm slightly lazy here. We could have maybe lethal or what? Oh, well, wait, we could have lethal or what? 13, 13, 19. 26, 45, nö. No lethal. Oh. 4, 5. Ja, okay. Potion. Yeah, we used the potion, now we kill the leader. Bye bye. Dead branch. Dead branch, and then we have one corruption away from victory or what? Interesting. So, oh baby? No, it's not oh baby yet, but yeah, we will see. Branch making a triumphant return. Yeah, after we denied it last turn, or last time. Dead branch Fiendfire is already great, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I cannot say anything about that. Now we can double tap the Fiend Fire. Yeah, double tap the Fiend Fire. Armament? Not good enough, right? Simply not good enough. These are all garbage. Offering, was? Nee. Achso, ja, ist auch nicht wert, ne? Okay. Yeah, armaments not upgraded are just not very good, right? Okay, what is that for a crap here? Have you seen a single green card this act? Yeah, the Pommel Strike. We got the Pommel Strike. I can get the Reaper and then I get a new card. Yeah, man. Okay. So let's kill the bird. By the way, it's really not difficult. It's really not important. Like, one key is very quick, you know. So one key. What do I mean with very quick? It's very quick that the key. Also, the relic doesn't need to be very good in order to justify the key. The not key, I mean. Uppercut blocks 2 and 1 plated. Yeah. That's true. Okay, let's do this. Exhume. If you just get some kind of side quest, like anything, I don't know. What? We overdraw now or what? Yeah, probably, whatever. 12. Something like this. Is it also? Okay. Was 2 into upgrading question mark? What do you mean 2 into upgrading question mark? What? No, the armament is just bad. The armaments are just bad. Hey, the cultist potion is back. Pommel Strike again. I mean, I take it, but now with the branch it also got considerably worse. But yeah, whatever, I guess. Yeah, fortunately we didn't pick the freaking second wind. The second wind would have been so freakingly sad. Holy moly. The village laughter. Ha! Dark Embrace. Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Oh, he attacks us again. Let's see about that. Ha! What is a bad run? Just an instant win? No, not at all. True Grit. Excellent navigation, yeah, klar. But Berserk is actually good. The Berserk, oh yeah, because we have cannot become vulnerable. No, wait, that doesn't exist in this Spire. Oh, I see. So, True Grit. What about the True Grit? Exhaust 1 card at random. Exhaust is good with the branch. Exhaust is like half an upgrade on everything we could pick. For example, like True Grit. You still need Corruption in the bottom deck, but with the Bottle Brutality we have no bricks. No, the Corruption was not on our deck, unfortunately. Like, the Corruption is not on our deck. With the Corruption is still like nearly an auto win, yeah. I mean, not an auto win, but you know, it's very strong. So, what True Grit not upgraded sucks. Yeah, okay, but at some point, I mean... Okay, we remove 1 strike now. And then we have Pommel Strike, and another strike will also leave soon at some point. We have Brutality Bottle, so that gives us some stability. I think it's time for a milk and a coffee. No, wait, I still have. So, what about the true grid there? I still have. The not upgrade true grids are super weird. Also, exhaust is weird because you already exhaust, and status effects are not harmful, and exhausting like something like strike is also usually not happening. Yeah. What? Amok says no carbohydrates but drinking milk is weird. I find it weird just to stick to some weird diet plan. I mean, you have to think yourself, you know. As I said, for me, it's just like about doing the reasonable things, like that my nutritions are not garbage, but that my nutritions are good. And milk is just a good nutrition. So I don't care about like, oh, do this, do that, or whatever. Like, I just intake the good stuff, and the bad stuff, no. Yeah, easy. Yeah, it's not rocket science. So, if I could just stop the bad stuff, that would, like, people who just stop the bad stuff are like factorize 100. Do you know what they do instead of that? They do some garbage and then they go, oh, they cannot do this, and like 2 days later they just give up and then they eat like pommes again, or for like pizza, or they have a cheat day, you know, the invention of the cheat day, yeah, and then they're even boasting about it because they need to believe that the cheat day is okay, you know. Hey, you're eating the pizza there with a lot of garbage crap and also the Coca-Cola. Yeah, but I have my cheat day one. Yeah, I have my cheat day. Look, I read that somewhere. And why can the idea of a cheat day persist? Of course, it can only persist because people want to believe that. Yeah, they want to believe that this crap works. You know, like everything which is like, you know, like no wonder like everybody, there's bro science, you know. Of course, everybody believes this crap. Yeah, because it's very convenient to believe that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's the same lie like that money automatically replicates itself, you know? The same garbage. People want to believe that. Yeah, it's not true, but people want to believe that. Because, hey, it's so cool if that would be true, you know? Ja. Einfach nur in die eigene Tasche lügen, ja? People are like so simple-minded and like, no, it's like so sad, you know? I mean, it's sad what it means. I mean, human nature, you know? Maybe it's just like, maybe you should take it ohne Wertung. Like, maybe you should take it without like a rating and just say, hey, that's just how things are. But, you know, I don't know. It's like so, hey, it's really disillusionating, right? Like if you think like, I mean, people are talking about human races like being like the elevation of the world or whatever, and it's so sad, you know. I mean, if you just would see it like with normal eyes and not even like very much tainted, you know. It's not like taking the complete dark glasses off, but even if you watched it through sunglasses, you would still realize how much the human race just simply sucks, you know, in so many freaking aspects. But whatever. Okay, so what about this true grid there? We already upgraded these. This is better. This is better. This is probably better. These we probably removed 2 strikes and 2 shops, and these are also better. So yeah, probably strange. All right, we should probably not take that. Okay. Really? Yawn. Yawn. We even have the Cultist for the night if you really want to do that. Not even needed, but you can probably just do that. Maybe it was a mistake not to remove, I don't know. But removing at the shop also becomes quite expensive. I mean, the first, currently we're removing for 100. And we will probably visit another shop in this game for sure. And then that remove is already 125, right? And then removes afterwards are 150, so that's quite very much expensive. Yeah, would you save the gold here? Yeah, no. Also we definitely at 150% we remove his strike, but yeah, other than that we don't need to buy. We could buy the evolve, but the second evolve is weird, not for gold. Yeah, the OP relic, yeah, but I wasn't sure what this OP relic should be. Like, there are not that many OP relics. Should we use this or what? Oh. Okay. Yeah, Cultist is definitely for the night, so there's that. And we also have, oh yeah, Juggernaut. Perfect. Let's do that. Juggernaut! Ta 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 ta! The strength, block. Red Skull. More trash. Flex is upgraded. Yeah, meal tickets, pellets, artifact, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's absolutely true. I mean, you have good draw. Yeah, we have good draw, right? It's bad, right? It's just bad. You've never seen me picking flags? Did you not? Did you never upgrade the upgrade? Or the one day I picked upgraded flags where we had like the 2 dark embraces and corruption double feel no pain or whatever. There was some spot where any skill was positive and then we picked like upgraded flags. But yeah, it's very rare that we do that. Very. So what was now with the flags? Are you certain that it's so bad? I don't know, I mean... it's pretty bad, right? Picking base flags, yeah. What amazing thing, 0 energy cards can't be too bad. No, they cannot be too bad, but too bad is not good enough to justify. You also just like the unusual picks if they seem possible. And you think it seems possible? We have Flex Reaper. We have Flex Pommel Strike plus, whatever. Flex Twin Strike, Flex Fiendfire. And of course generally Flex after the exhausts. Which exhausts? All the exhausts. I mean not only this exhaust, but I'm talking also about the exhausts we will pick in the future. We will pick exhaust in the future. This exhaust as well, this exhaust as well, this will exhaust. You know? So there are a lot of things which just exhaust things. A lot. You know, even if we go pause through, then we get wounds, then we exhaust the wounds. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's take a look. I mean, it cannot be that bad, you know. Oh crap! Oh man! At least we got the green key. Why is that important? Yeah, it's important so that we can dodge all the campfires in the next act. We cannot evaluate the cards if we never pick it, right? Question mark? Yeah, Kappa. So we could use a Cultist Potion for convenience purpose. Oh, I should have played this first. We can use a Cultist Potion for convenience purposes. The best value, yeah. So what is the idea? The idea is... Oh no, that was bad. The idea is... I don't know what the idea is. Miss Kunai proc? Yeah, I missed the Kunai proc. I think the idea is power through and then draw 10 cards and then Fiend Fire. Cool. Yeah, let's go. This. So what's the idea? The idea is also... Oh, good that we used it. I mean, we are actually taking some damage here. So is it correct to... Yeah, to probably things halt the one. The one and only... Oh yeah, I wanted to what Reaper. Yeah, Reaper would be good. If we do this and one of this, we could gain Kunai again. So yeah, let's do that Reaper here. I want to get some life. Wow, here's flex for you, man. Bam and bam and... That's good. Yeah, what is this? 76. Is it a little bit too ambitious if we do that now? Probably, yeah. Okay. Now I'm not really trying that hard here, guys. We are rather chilling. Ooh, corruption. Okay. Ah, damn, Fiend Fire. Nah, okay. How much is that? A lot. 4, 6, 8, 9, or a lot. Could also play Offering if you're too lazy. Yeah, come. Alright. Now Inflame 2. Is Inflame even more damage? I don't even know whether with Inflame it's more damage. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, good fight. Nur Trash, man. Yeah, double tap Fiend Fire, right? Ach ja, Demon Form is scaling. Double tap is okay. Oh, you really want to double tap Fiend Fire and double tap Pommel Strike Plus and double tap Reaper and double tap Bash Plus? Actually, double tap is really cool. If you draw it in coordination with Bash, it's okay. In coordination with Fiend Fire, it's amazing. In coordination with Pommel Strike, it's amazing. We can never upgrade this. It's actually quite sad, no? Demon Form is some sort of late game, but super weird. Demon Form is insanely weird, right? Because it costs so much, number one. Because number two, partly we will have 3 extra strengths, but we already have this 3 front load extra strengths from this. So that makes it even much worse. Then it will never be upgraded, so it's not even fast enough. If it's on the bottom of the deck, it's not even good. And then we get a lot of Dead Branch cards, which you could also play instead. We were 1 Barricade or 1 Corruption away from being very, very strong, but unfortunately we didn't get that. 5th Energy would be amazing with Branch and Draw, through that. Demon Form is good for food for the second wind though. Interesting. You like double tap a lot? I don't know how much I like double tap really. Reaper is usually, we stall into Reaper and not into double tap Reaper. And that should usually be also good enough. Double tap Fiend Fire, sure. Double tap Bash is already not good, and double tap Pommel Strike is also, you know, not the incarnation of evil. It's rather also about the bad draws, where you suddenly cannot double tap anything, then you cry. Double tap copy is the best attack in your hand. Yeah, that's exactly the point. In your hand. Not in your deck. In your hand. So, what is about Snecko, somebody asked? What is about Snecko? Against Snecko, we remove this. So, okay. +1, but then we need to remove it, so let's -1, break even, +1, +2, +3, +4, +3, +2, +1, +2. It's an okay Snecko. And with Demon Form we would certainly take Snecko. Oh. And with 4 energy already. If you take Demon Form with the energy, that's perfectly fine. And we are block heavy. So that could also be at the same time our scaling. I don't mind the Demon Form that much. It's too good. It's also good against the heart. I'm not sure how good Demon Form is against the heart. But I do see that we have... Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling not good if I go... I mean, this is just like... I don't know. I mean, there are also good rare cuts on the Ironclad, you know. So... The Demon Form would require a 5th energy. Or Snecko. But I'm willing to take Snecko. And you see a skip button over Demon Form, really. I mean, it should be positive in boss fights. And that's good enough, right? Because... Yeah. It's good enough. Or not. Slaver's Collar. You think Demon Form is too slow? Yeah, everybody thinks that here currently. And we concluded that you only want to play Demon Form in the first draw. And then maybe in the second draw as well. Also keep in mind against Time Eater and stuff you can also do it. So there's that. Yeah, was heißt denn too slow? I mean, klar. You also need something like a winning condition. Hey, diese scheiß Rest Places, Mann, ich kann nicht mehr. Diese Drecks Rest Places, ich will nicht. Ja. Elites seem to be solved with a collar, yeah, usually yes. Yeah, there are everywhere rest places. Cool. So we could go to this shop and through here. Yeah, that's the best. Question marks are how? How are question marks? We will see. Now how are question marks? Are monsters better than question marks? Not really. Question marks can also, I don't know. There are too many rests on the right path, way too many. Yeah. Way too many rests. Exploder on 3 coming through. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we, with the Demon Form, we also receive a full heal against anything we can stall. What about that? I'm also talking specifically about, for example, Spire Shield, Spire Spear, where we can save all potions, kill the spear, even if we lose nearly all our HP, And then we can just full back again, for example. Of course, even better with a barricade. Yeah. You can't stall infinitely because of brutality. Oh yeah, we can. I mean, not infinite, but we gain 3, we lose 1. We gain 3, we lose 1. So it's still positive to do it. Yeah. What's that now? Reaper. So what, you take the damage first, right? And this is more heal. No, is it more heal? No, it was not. What a pity. Oh, that didn't do much. Okay, cool. You haven't seen Perfect Strike build in a while. Yeah, I would usually only, I mean, what means only? But usually I'm not the biggest fan to go into it if it's not like the first choice. I mean, the first card choice, Perfect Strike or nothing, I always take Perfect Strike. Yeah. And the chance is 10%. But that there's something else is also the possibility. So at least 5% of our runs are Perfect Strike runs. Because if the first card choice is Perfect Strike or nothing, I always take Perfect Strike. Now what this cost us life? Evolve Plus and Feel No Pain, they are both good. What woe you say? Woe, Feel No Pain. Why is it such a woe moment? Woe. Woe, yeah. Surely. What? Whenever we play powers through second wind, we should have full block anyways. So, where is the woe moment? Is the woe moment where we block with a fiend fire, or where is the woe moment? Huh? I personally would maybe, I don't know, just pick the Evolve Plus. I mean, we already have Evolve. Yeah. Not upgraded. And it's also about who do I like the first Evolve. That's also very important. It's not as good with the Dread branch, oh yeah? I don't know, why not? I don't see the problem with that. Would end with any status seem nice with our deck. You mean this, right? Yeah. Yeah. 10 life back, nice. Oh, barricade. I'm also a little bit in spew country here currently, to say. Hahaha. What helps out the foundation of the deck, the flags? I hear that you do not like the flags, but until now I do have literally zero indication that the flags is somehow not functioning. Why didn't we play the Evolve Plus? Yeah, because it's not needed probably. But yeah, I have zero indication that the Evolve is not functioning. Whenever the flags. Whenever we saw flags, we were not mega unhappy about it. Shrug it off. Base. Shrug it off. Probably take it anyways. Do we want it or not? Shrug is weird before corruption. We rather have exhaust. Shrugget of Fiend Fireworks. Shrugget of After Corruption is complete nuts. Shrugget of is still way better than these, of course. It's probably one of our best blocks, even, yeah. And we have 5 energy. And we do have 5 energy. Yeah, also better because we have the Rock and Kunai. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. This first because this could be normality. We might even want to take that normality. So there's that. Yeah, to the anger. Now it wants to attack for 12. That's fine. As demon form. Probably play that. We don't want to get cursed. We could probably wait for another Reaper, not a problem. 9 and curses. We actually don't want that it curses us. Okay. Yeah, 38 is no problem. Alright. So we are waiting for what? For the dude. Where is it? Nah, we didn't heal full. Nah, yeah, whatever. I guess it is what it is. Yeah, so I heard some customer complained about the demon form, but it was just really like performing quite nicely in the fight we just had. Not that it means anything, but I'm just pointing that out. So there's Havoc. Havoc is half upgraded if you want that. There is this trash. I took a pathing which goes double question mark so that we can take normalities into the shop. With the idea to carry around one normality and then exhaust that. We dodged fire like champs, so we go here, 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 here. Full fire dodge, guys. And full heal. And full heal before the elites. Full fire dodge. Havoc plus would be insane. Yeah, but it's Havoc, so we need to have some bad hits. Yeah, that would be the question. Does it have so many bad hits? Yeah, mostly it's the status effects or what, which are so bad. Or what? I don't know. So you don't like it. Did I understand it correctly? Yeah, probably right. It's just not good enough. I mean, I don't know. Probably not, right? It's probably not good enough. Yeah. Yeah, let's fight these. Let's get ourselves some... Yeah, okay. In this fight, we probably need to think a little bit. Yeah, fire potion is whatever. We can just use it. Do we really need to think a little bit? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, pommel strike is legit. Second wind would be block, but I think we just fiend fire this and then we see. Yeah, and still second wind here. As reckless charge. Yeah, we could reckless charge fire potion halt. I don't know. I mean, we will soon find a little. Yeah, it's okay. Let's just use it. I mean, it's very good value, right? If we find a new fight afterwards, that's also very strong. So there's that. A new fight means new potion. So there's that. Do we have lethal soon? Let's see. So bash, anger, immolate is not enough. So block. Yeah. Give me back my life. Champion spell, whenever you apply vulnerable. That is a little bit, not much, but yeah, whatever. Iron Wave Plus, oh yeah. Upgraded. Oh, Iron Wave? Okay. Iron Wave. Okay. Iron Wave Dexterity, Smoothstone. Iron Wave Kunai, big time. Iron Wave Giria, big time. Iron Wave Flex Plus. Where is it? Flex Plus. Boom! Iron Wave Flex Plus. Bam. Upgraded. Bam. Mega good. Purple Spirits. Want our strike. Right? They require a tribute. And the tribute can only be strike. How much is that? Probably okay, right? Berserk, so it's okay. Demon form Schlag. War bomb 17. The Berserk via is like flowing through our bodies here. The Berserk power. The Berserker power. So much Berserker power, guys. It's crazy. We are the freaking Berserk. Look at Oflex. We've done that. Well, Twin Strike as well. It's so good. Bam. Bam. Okay. What Dan Branch is offering a lot. Ja, it's offering the stuff halt, ne? Ganz normal, viel. Orichalcum. Oh my god. Orichalcum is so freaking bad. Yeah, haha. Second flex, wow. Okay. Cool. These were really not good. Or did you want to have the exhaust garbage? No, not really, right? No way. No way. These were all bad. Oh, ich bin so ein Fisch. Oh, ich bin so ein Fisch. Oh, ich bin so ein Fisch. Okay. Ich bin so ein freaking Fisch. Oh, Flex here, look at this. Random. Wait, oh, we take a lot of damage now. Oh no. Oh no, we are really taking damage. Oh, we have Reaper. Ooh, good stuff that we have Reaper. Okay, so where is the flex? Don't have currently. Reaper this back, man. This right. Oh. What is this? Well, I told you I max out the value of the Rampage, man. Liquid Bronze, Trash Potion. Oh, Reaper and Battle Trance upgraded. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Battle Trance upgraded is pretty sick, man. Right. It's not only a Battle Trance, it's literally a Battle Trance upgraded. Double Reaper you want? No, right? No, I don't think we are good. So I don't think the second Reaper is what we want. Or do we? Not really. Battle Trance is better than Reaper or what? I mean, it's for... Battle Trance might help us find Corruption. We don't have Corruption in the deck. So... Battle Trance is just really, really good, I think. And the Reaper... Back of prep. Battle Trance helps us to get flex. Not even kidding. That is a true statement. Back of prep is clear. With innate brutality. Yeah. With innate brutality even more so. Yeah, don't come with a purity. You love the branch exhaust runs. Yeah, this run is a little bit... we still need to take a look. So... Remove strike, you say. If you remove a strike, we have 80 gold. And then, what do you do? 110, 130 into the last shop. Master of Strategy? No. You want to save? I don't know. This could also be a red mask. And we can buy the red mask. I would probably save. I mean, paying 150 for the remove later is also not that great. And I feel pretty good about these fights, right? We do not need to worry about those fights, correct? We also have a lot of exhaust on the strikes. And I don't want to see a garbage shop relic. I don't want to see a good shop relic. The only thing is red mask, but even red mask, I mean, if you buy that, then we have a dead shop in the last egg. Sounds also weird because we might want to replenish one potion. Right? That was, by the way, brought to you by Flex. For those who are wondering, the Flex just dealt 60-70 damage. Just saying, no? That was a Flex. 70 damage for the Flex. I didn't want to play that, I actually want to play Bash, but it didn't happen. Good flex again? I mean, until now I only have seen good flexes, just saying, yeah? Also for those who are wondering. I've only seen good flexes. Not the single flex was like, oh, that was super big garbage. Not a single one. Okay. So, no, like no kidding. Yeah. We didn't get garbaged by the flex even one time. That's pretty cool. Man, come on. Das ist doch einfach nur Garbage. Das ist alles drei Crap. Der komplette Bullcrap ist das. Alles, der komplette Mist. Der komplette Mist ist das, ne? That was a dead floor. Yeah. Wow. So completely dead floor that was. Here, flex again, here. Look at this flex. Yeah. Pretty good, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. So how much did we get from that? Yeah, lethal. Cool. Oh. Vajra is bad. I'll get 3 upgraded. Dark Embrace is too much. Yeah, Dark Embrace is trash with the dead branch. It's complete trash. It's complete garbage. The dead branch is already doing what the Dark Embrace is supposed to do. So never mind that. Is crap. What is Crit wanted? The boomerang. But it's very bad for the setup. And once you set up the demon form, I think you don't need the boomerang any longer because the strength from the demon form should justify enough. It's just that the setup's so freakingly bad. Unbelievably bad. Twin Strike or nothing? What do you mean Twin Strike or nothing? There's a clothesline there, upgraded. And weakness source is currently 1. namely Shockwave, and a little bit Champion's Belt, but not really. So, I don't know. What? Clothesline is not needed since Champion's Belt. Yeah, or it's needed because permanent weakness sounds like a very good plan. What does even Champion's Belt do? I mean, one weakness. If what? Oh, what you're saying is, whenever we see weakness, then it's weakness anyways. And whenever it's vulnerable, it's also weakness. So we can even play vulnerable to inflict weakness. But we can also inflict weakness by playing weakness. So, interesting take. Interesting. But that being said, weakness is also always artifact strip, for whatever that's worth. And stuff like that, you know. So, Belt is not enough to be a weak source. No, it's not. Yeah, and this will also not become upgraded to Shockwave. So, I feel actually relatively legit about this clothesline. It seems that it hatches some. Cool. Yeah, I'm basically walking through the Spire without any notes. It's cool. Oh, great feeling. Yeah, shop. That was the last straw, really. And now we would like to buy the Mummified Hand, because the Mummified Hand is 1, 2, 3, 4 energy every fight. And with the Dead Branch, it's like 6 energy every fight, but we cannot. Why no elite? What do you mean elite? Yeah, because it's this dead node. Cannot do. So what? Nothing, yeah? Hey guys, I don't know. I'm really starting to tilt here a little bit. I mean, we just had like 5 empty nodes. We literally got effectively not stronger whatsoever. Remove Strike now? Why would you remove the Strike now? Nein, hey, das ist so ein Trash. Das wäre so gut gewesen. Mummified Hand would have been such a sick, you know, so freakingly sick. Like 5 energy, 6 energy per fight. This what you see is just like all so sad. Warcry? Probably not. Whetstone, pray for Fiendfire? Nö. No, we just got ambushed again, and that's the story of this here. No take. No, nothing to take away here. It's like bad. It's like the only thing I take away from this. Okay. We have one last redemption shop. Redemption for what? You mean redemption? I mean here for the ambushes he lays upon us, or what? You understand that we will buy wares in the last shop. So the redemption is that you suddenly buy from the shopkeeper, or what? Hey, I denied you the wares 3 times, but now I buy them anyways. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good redemption. That sounds like nothing. Yeah. Why is it a redemption whatsoever? Doesn't make sense to me. So... yeah, so overheal, we already have the key. Feel no pain, upgraded, yeah, come. Yeah, crap. Oh, you mean he redeems himself and gives you good stuff? Yeah, sure. That's exactly what will happen. Yeah, in Dreamland. In Dreamland that will happen. I mean, unfortunately. I mean, I would also love that it would happen in normal land, but I doubt so. Evolve Plus is good enough. Okay. That's wishful thinking. I believe that is wishful thinking. Yeah, here we take 1 time for a lot of artifact strip. Demon form, and then we can maybe, I don't know, Fiendfire. Use the Thorn Potion, ja klar. Auf geht's, einfach reinballern. Einfach, here's my Thorns Potion. What? It doesn't make sense? Doesn't matter, I use it anyways. Cool. Offer flex strikes again, by the way, just saying. If it strikes, we could also second wind this. Flex is probably better. Thunderclap, Fiendfire. Pummel. Oh, Pummel. Oh, Flex strikes again, guys. Oh, I don't know. Pummel suddenly deals 40 damage. Oh, where does that come from? 40 damage. Is that a good deal or is it bad? What? Oh. Oh. That's 15 each, yeah, and this is just more. So the idea... Oh, we cannot Reaper back because it's too slow or what? Whatever. Yeah. Ah, such an annoyance. Such an annoyance. It's important that this is alive so that we can do the thing, like the Reaper on both. Possible. Yeah, this Reaper Fiendfire or something. 23. What is our deck? Is it block? Flex, Iron Wave, and these exhaust for block. What battle trance for Flex? Yeah, but the life total is fine, whatever. This is okay. Yeah, left one had still block. It doesn't matter too much. We will manage. I think it was just important that we get nearly full heal. The rest I didn't care too much about. If we could get this corruption against the heart, that would be maybe one of those things we are still looking for. But yeah. The thing is that we always full heal into the next act. So there is that. If that's like any consideration. So we had 4 powers, brutality being one of them. But we do not need to do it. So I think close line is just very important. Yeah, let's play Flex. I don't want to think about it too much. And okay, offering, sure. Now there's a Fiendfire. Because we flexed, the Fiendfire is dealing quite a lot. Also forced to rest in Act 4. Do not even remind me on that. The Fiendfire could have been... yeah, never mind. It's so sad. Pause through before Fiendfire. Yeah, also close line before Fiendfire. If you even want to do that, you know. I mean, is it even that great? It's only 120 or whatever. I'm not even the biggest fan. I think we can do better than that. I don't know. Yeah, I think we can do better than that. Or reckless charge. Seek. Let's shrug it off. Yeah, Twin Strike. Yeah, and we got also unlimited kunai, so there's that. I don't know. Yeah, Brutality is not a deploy, right? Because we draw actually quite a lot of cards. So Exhume doesn't make sense. We play defense for 10 each, yeah? Is that how it works? Pretty good. Yeah. What about the demon form? Sounds legit. But currently we are taking a lot of damage. The Reaper, we can probably just play later. The Evolve is weird, right? Like, very. Whoa, did you see the Orichalcum value? I already forgot that we have that. Yeah, giant. The Red Skull dude. Red Skull is pretty good given that we... yeah, Red Skull should be pretty good given that we have this Reaper thing. So, what are we doing here? This goes here. Yeah, we shrug it off. And bash or whatever. And yeah, I'm pretty happy that we also have the other dude in the deck. What is the other dude? The other dude being the... why is it so aggressive? Being Reaper. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, Blood for Blood also comes down for 0. Pretty cool. So... yeah, we can also do this first and see. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you, but currently I'm not that unhappy about... also, okay. The flex performed in 70% of the fights where we actually drew it, and the other 30% it was irrelevant. But straight up, it performed in 70% of the fights where we drew it. And what was here? There was something here, but I forgot about it. I actually forgot what I wanted to say about this. I don't know. Something. Demon form. Yeah, demon form. Demon form is pretty good here. So, Exhume on what? Exhume offering. Oh, we another... yeah, we can also exhume the Reaper. Yeah, fair. Oh, that's fair. It's pretty good, right, the Reaper? Oh wait, but I can only reap 5 or what? Oh my god. That was pretty bad. Exhume Pummel? Yeah, only if we would have taken the damage. Otherwise not. Spew, spew, spew. Yeah, klar. What time to focus? Yeah, focus. Oh, we don't even have Evolve online yet, yeah? Currently. Okay. Ah. Oh, 28 or range was it? Yeah, even if he attacks big is fine because we get the new thing here. And then we have Rampage with the damage. The idea went like this. If this is like an attack, we always kill. And if it's blocked, we can always block. Because this is, of course, we have like 5 dexterity. So this already is blocking in. So there's, yeah, basically that. So let's kill that with Evolve or what? Yeah. Money. 6. Yeah, I mean we have full block with these two. We could play Evolve first or... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean that was pretty stupid with the Reaper and everything. But yeah. Yeah, that's how fast it can go if you play like garbage, yeah. It's also that with 75 you just don't have like any kind of bigger room. Like you make one mistake and you just get completely garbaged. What do you want to extreme shockwave? Can do, yeah. Extreme shockwave is also possible, sure. Do we have anything to set up? Otherwise we can just kill with this. Nothing to set up, right? Okay. I mean, we were never in complete danger. I mean, this was always 16 HP, yeah? So, what doesn't matter, full heal anyways. Yeah, but it matters if you die. So there's that. I was playing so spewy because I thought it doesn't matter, but yeah, again, like it does matter if you die. And also, of course, matters if you use potions. Yeah, exactly. All right. Buy 2 potions? No. I would like to remove a strike. And I would like to buy Metallicize over Iron Liquid Bronze. Right? Those are the plays. Yeah, I think so. Redemption next run. Yeah. Probably. Probably. Sure. So, the elites. And we have 3 strength initial, which is huge. We have 4 strength initial, which is huge. We have 1 dexterity, which is huge. 1 strength dexterity initial, which is huge. Plated armor initial, which is huge. Only good things. Demon form looks juicy. Demon form. That would be the last thing I would have considered. I think we just play Battle Trance, take a look, right? That's how it works. We could play Shrug It Off first. Probably. Fiendfire. If I would only have a flex now, because currently that doesn't kill an elite, so flex would be super great in this hand now. Whoa, if he would only have a flex, then we could one-shot this guy. Okay. Flex is right there. Oh, really? Oh, wait. Okay. Let's use it then. Alright. Oh, look at this! The pummel is suddenly 40 damage. Why is that so? Is it not usually supposed to be like 24? Oh, wait! We do have the flex. Okay. We can use offering to clear, but that means we lose their life. We could just wait a turn. Oh. Oh, that looked better. It didn't matter because there's a blood vial right there. Next fight, right? These cards are garbage. So we picked a demon form. Do you remember? Ooh. Oh, it turns out it's like a key card here. Oh, who would have thought? Yeah. Okay, cool, guys. What, we have 22 passive block, yeah? I heard 22 passive block is pretty good. You heard it too? Oh, really? Okay, how should we play that? Should we play Brutality? I feel Brutality is positive, right? It has to be, I think. Now, I'm waiting for the armaments, you know, so there's that. Use the potions. Yeah, not so quick. Let's chill first. Clothesline and demon form for sure. Yeah, but maybe take a look first, no? So this gives 4 cards. That's fair. Let's take the 4 cards first. We have infinite with the offering. Okay. So 4, 6, 8, 9 cards. We could Pommel Strike for 2 cards. Because it's upgraded. That's like, would be the reason for that. You're saying clothesline is very important. I think clothesline is fair, yeah, we can probably do that. Oh, we already took enough save damage. Maybe... Oh yeah, we took actually already enough save damage, yeah, that's right. Because we... whatever. Yeah, I mean Reaper, but yeah, it's fine. So... If you would play this Iron Wave... No, we set this up now, right? I mean... Oh, wait. Okay. So, 1 shrug, you say. Honestly, Iron Wave is not worse, and then we can get even the Dexterity. I like that. Let's play Iron Wave for the Dexterity. And now we can Offering again. Right. So... Fiendfire into Corporation. Corruption. Yeah, that would be definitely something we could do. So evolve Power Through. Maybe it's really time for Demon Form. So you're sold on the Fiendfire, yeah? What makes this Fiendfire especially insanely appealing? What is it? The branch. Yeah, the branch. But now we cannot get play Corruption if you want. Yeah, but Corruption was never the thing, or was it? I don't know. So probably it's Shrug it off. We need to play 1 attack. Shrug it off, 1 attack, evolve. Right? So evolve. And 1 attack it at the same time 1 dexterity if you want that. Here we could have played Shockwave instead of the other thing. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just played the dexterity here. It's also damage. Right, like this. And now we draw a lot of cards every turn. Like 10. Partly. Not always 10, but yeah, sometimes 10. Okay. So... yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Let's deploy Feel No Pain. Evolve Plus. 10 blocks for 7. Slime is positive. Reaper is also good later. I don't know. How positive is Slime? It's so, right? Whenever we draw Burn or the other one, we draw full anyways, and then we have also the wounds. I think Slime is actually not even positive. We should get rid of that. Okay. So how much block did we create? 25. Okay, that's not bad. That's Juggernaut. Okay. So good stuff that we gain this flex strength every turn. The chip strength every turn. That's definitely beneficial. Alright. So... I don't know. I mean, this bash is also very juicy. Maybe we should just play Shrugget of Power Through and then gain the Red Skull. Oh. We could also play just Second Wind. It's already a full block without the Power Through. Maybe we don't even want to play Power Through and just bash. Isn't Juggernaut a lot of damage? I mean, come on, guys. I promise you the bash is more damage than the freaking Juggernaut. I mean, come on. Yeah. But Juggernaut sounds cooler than Bash though. And we can afford the coolness factor, yeah. Interesting. Na schön. Mega Hyperblock. A lot of damage too. Warcry on Bash can do. If you want that. Or on Reaper, probably on Bash. Boom! Blocker the Walker. Formidable block. Iron Wave, Bash, attack, whatever. You can also. Iron Wave is already 9 block. Is this the hand? Oh, Fiendfire. And Shockwave. 3, 6, 7. I don't even know about the Bash. Bash Uppercut or what even. His weakness and vulnerable, that's so cool. What am I even doing? I don't even know. This is weakness for next turn. Should we do that? We also gain a dexterity by doing that. I don't know. Yeah, come. It's okay. Oh, meanwhile, we gain strength every turn. That's not bad. So. Weakness for next 2 turns. Yeah, for next 2 turns. This is block. But flex Fiendfire. Don't need no. We can just Fiendfire. Don't need no flex for that. Oh, there's another demon form. That is brought to you by Juggernaut damage. Yeah, Juggernaut damage, right? Okay, demon form. We can do this for, yeah, whatever here, bomb. Boom! 12 damage Metallicize! Oh, another Juggernaut. That was the missing piece. That was the missing link, guys. Juggernaut here. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. Shrug it off. So, Iron Wave, 20 is a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean it's over. We should play. We should always play our attacks. Whenever we see our attacks, we better play them. So, and that's it. I don't think that the 2 strengths do matter. So, where are we currently? Yeah, we should play all the attacks. Yeah, let's play all our attacks, right? Like, what can I say? And then block as well, I guess. So... Oh, Red Skull activated. That was a missing link, guys. That was a missing piece here. What? Uppercut. Yeah, sure. And Reaper! Ta-ta! 4! Oh, 15 times 6, guys. 15 times 6, man. Not aggressive whatsoever, man. Not aggressive whatsoever. Nah. So, you didn't want the demon form, yeah? The demon form. You know how this would have looked without the demon form? Yeah, it was not the Juggernaut damage, guys. It was the demon form damage, for those who are wondering. Yeah, the Juggernaut carried. Yeah, the Juggernaut, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, that was the demon form, guys. If he would have not picked the demon form provided like over 10 strength. That was like really, really good. 49. But cannot deny how good the Juggernaut felt. No, I cannot deny how good the Juggernaut felt. That is correct. Alright, guys, alright. So, yeah, pretty good. Very good games today. Very, very good games today. And we are Fabeum. What, 70 games played at 70% win rate? Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow, it's really 70%. Wow. Wow, 70 games with 70%. Yeah, completely crazy, right? Wow. This is so sick, man. This is so sick. Okay. That's perfect, guys. That's perfect. Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.